Good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to your Friday evening service.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello, Jean.
Hello, everybody.
Jean's being very quiet tonight. She's just going to sit and absorb the energies. She's got a lot going off in her life, so we'll just send her love and send her healing, and hopefully Spirit will inspire her. And if she gets a message,
I will come on then.
That lady.
Do you think it's possible for our Jean to sit there quiet all evening?
And can I just apologise to everybody? My telly's on because my dog's frightened and they're shooting on Farmers Field at bottom of my York Garden.
Yeah,
and he's frightened, so telly's got to stop on to try to cover some sound.
That's fine. I couldn't really hear it.
And as our Michael put it on.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael will have shared it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hello, Daddy Alan. Good evening, Daddy Alan.
I ain't got
Good
anything
evening, Father.
Yet. Ask him to put it back on. I can't say hello to anybody.
Can you reshare it, please? Jean can't find you. Why are you telling me to tell Michael to share it when he's got his headphones in and she can listen to it?
I've got hands everywhere. I'm trying to hold my laptop. I've got 2 dogs. I've got my phone.
Yeah. You've got 2 dogs on your knee, haven't you? So yeah. Okay. I'll
so
let you off this time. He's here.
Where's he put it? I can't find it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I've got it.
Do it once again. I can't find it. I've got all my notifications and Shelley.
No, we've got comments going up saying hello to everyone, Jean.
Oh.
I ain't got nothing.
Oh, bless you.
I've tagged you.
Thank you,
tagged
Tony.
you into it.
At least somebody likes me.
Michael's done it. I've seen it.
I know. I've seen it flash, but I can't find it again now. Now our Sheila's on it. Why is it not showing me anybody?
Yeah, Sheila's put on. I did your hair, Jean. What you done to it?
Looks a mess.
That's Sheila.
No, I know what she's on about. I don't know what she's on about. Sorry, Sheila. I forgot.
Right.
Monday or Sunday, I'll do it. I've got it up now.
Okay.
Are we all sorted? Can I get on with this service now, please?
Yes, love. Yes.
Okay. Can we all blend our energies together, please, as we open this service? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we are truly thankful that we are able to gather together in your name tonight across this virtual space. We ask for your blessings upon these proceedings this evening and promise that everything we do will be done with love, honesty, praise and truth in our hearts. We humbly ask for our guides to come forward to support and inspire us and allow us to be your vessels of communication. And we promise that when this service is over, you shall have returned to you everything which is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Thank you, everybody. Now down to Pam. And I believe Pam's got one from the vaults.
I have got one from the vaults. Can I just say, Lisa Fallon, let me apologise, sweetheart. Jean's just told me about the poem that you sent me. I haven't been on my phone today because I've been extremely busy, but I have received it and I will read it out next time, sweetheart. So thank you for sending it to me. Right. I was going through and I found this one from 1983 when my youngsters were sort of at that in-between age and they argued and fought a lot. And I've just called it Our Children. Imagination stretches to the furthest heights in a child's memory like a bird taking flight. One day Superman or even a cowboy on a horse called Trigger ridden by a man named Roy. The next day a truck driving man driving a lorry so big maybe a nurse or a doctor wanting to heal the sick, or even an astronaut going to the moon. Wherever they travel in their minds, they'll be back soon. They argue and fight and play with their toys, making lots of laughter and noise, being what they want to be, turning our lives inside out. Even if we don't understand, the children know what it's all about. The dreams they dream for future times, when their ways in the world they will find. Children are mysterious little people, that's what they are. Some will stay close, others will travel far. One day childhood innocence will be gone. As they grow, their futures and lives will go on. Some will succeed, some will fail, others will make good. Some will go down the wrong way. Many will go on trips to go to different places, meeting new people, seeing new faces. More, unfortunately, may be left behind. For some, it will be the blind leading the blind. Schoolwork, university, or college, there are exams to be done. Our children are our future to come. For these young ones to work and travel our lands, we have to put our faith and trust into their inexperienced hands. So let us try and help them to learn and grow. I am sure in future years, all we did to help them will really show.
Oh, that's lovely.
Nice,
I
Irene.
like that.
Well, it's
Aw.
just because the children are always forgotten in things, except if it's something that's not nice that happens to them. And I just thought that'd be something different, because they all want to make their way in the world, and we have to put our trust in them. So there you go.
And that's the hardest thing about being a parent, isn't it? It's letting them make their mistakes and learn, because it's instinct to want to protect them, and you can't. You've got to let them. And I mean,
explore and grow up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love ours to bits, and so does Michael. But we know he's no saint. You know,
I don't think any kid is, Tony.
We've got to let him make his own mistakes, and it's hard sometimes. It really is hard. But no, that was lovely, Irene. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Stopped.
Michael.
I know.
I'm talking to dog.
I know you are. But it's just
my first mentoring session with a new young entrepreneur today. Well, good luck to him, Michael, or her. Good luck to them.
She sounds very switched on. She sounds a very switched on young lady. So yeah. So that's all of the.
Oh, can I just ask, Evelyn Brown, have you sent me a friend request? Because I haven't accepted it yet. I want to know if it's you or not. Can you just put yes or no on? Because you never know today who's sending them.
No, I always check.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do.
Somebody sent me one today, and we had 3 mutual friends in common, 2 of which was the same profile.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yes.
I will accept it then. I just wanted to make sure, love.
Yeah.
Well, I've got something. I've got somebody that sent me a request in my on the other bits that not come on the right page. It's gone into the chat thing, and it's somebody called J Day, and I haven't got a clue who that person is, and I've searched and I can't find anything anywhere. So I've just sort of left it. So
yeah. Shush.
Hi, Megan. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of fake profiles going about.
Got to be careful.
You have got to go very careful. I have a look to see who else is friends, like you and Jean do, Tony. And if you two aren't on them, occasionally I will, but not very often.
Well, I thought it was Evelyn, but I weren't sure because I thought I've seen the face on here. But they're still doing it, aren't they? They're still.
Yeah, you've got to check. You've got to check. Yeah.
So I will accept it when I've come offline.
Matthew got one the other day from some strange sounding name, and it was his profile picture.
Oh.
It was his profile picture.
See, this is it.
It was ridiculous, but there we are. Anyway, that's enough of profiles and Facebook things.
Come on then. Come on.
So Hi, Brianna.
Oh, has our Brianna come on?
Yeah, well, Sheila says, Jean, can you say hello
Can
to
you say hello?
Brianna?
Brianna, hello. She wants to be an upcoming medium, our Brianna.
I know. Sheila told me the other day when
Yes.
I was talking
And
to
because
her.
we come on here, we're like on telly, you see, so she thinks
Okay.
Oh, bless her.
she wants to
Well-
become a medium.
Lisa, I
Oh,
think Facebook
Brianna.
would be a very interesting place with more than one of you on.
Yes,
it would be
I
very
quite
interesting.
Oh, Lisa.
bless you.
Once
Yeah.
plenty,
Lisa
Lisa.
Yeah.
Yes, once plenty, Lisa.
Okay. I thought tonight, because Jean's feeling a bit under the weather and I'm not feeling particularly great, we would do a mix, if people want, of messages. If you've got any questions, bob them in, and as we go along,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can pick questions up and answer them, and
Yeah.
we can chat about whatever you feel.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
because-
good, Tony. That
Well,
sounds
Tony's
good.
not, Tony's not
haven't
right
got-
good.
I am
Sorry.
completely blank. I haven't got
Well,
a thing at the
Tony's
moment.
not right good neither, because I've been
I can hear.
speaking to Tony today and he's not brilliant.
Yeah.
Our Meg would love a message. We'll see what we can do for you,
We'll
darling.
do
Well,
it.
I can't, but Jean and Tony might be
If
able to pick
anything
on
comes
something.
through, I ain't got a problem giving it off.
Yeah.
It's just
But
that
we'll-
there's that much going off, and I've been at hospital twice, and I was there 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and I shouldn't have been. But they wanted
Yeah.
to keep me again, and I refused
know.
to stop in because of my kidneys.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions,
I-
people, please ask, and we will do our best to answer them. And if we get any messages as well, as Tony says, we will pass them on too.
Yeah,
Oh, Meg,
we will. We
Megan
will.
says, "Hope you're okay, Jean."
I will be, darling. I just have me on and off days still, and this is not a good day.
Yeah. But yes, it's just been a little bit, but never mind.
Well, I think
I-
if we do a Q&A, I think it might take the pressure off of you two working a little bit, because
it
you know.
will, but I have got a it's just a quick one. He's just said it's a quick one. I have a gentleman that's just stepped forward, and I've got the name Arthur alongside him. I don't know if Arthur's his name or it belongs around him, but I've got the name Arthur that's come through, and I've also got the name of Peter's just popped in as well. Peter, tell them Peter, tell them Peter. So Arthur and Peter, and there must be a connection between them. The gentleman, as he's connecting, I feel it's his passing to spirit was quick, because he's snapping my fingers, and he's saying, the lights just went off. The lights just went off. He's not giving me a sense of what it was, whether it was a brain aneurysm, heart attack, or what this was. But I know it was a quick passing to the other side that he had. And I know, as I'm connecting with this gentleman, he wants to talk about he said, my family were there, my family all got together, but there was somebody missing. So I don't know if he means at his funeral or in the funeral home, or what this is, but he's saying there was one that didn't get there. So I don't know where this is. And he's saying, it's fine, I came to see you. So when he got to the other side, he went to see this person who didn't get there, either to his funeral or whatever this is. Deborah, you can take an Arthur that you looked after. Fine, okay. Oh gosh. Oi! Horace! They come for
Daniela,
weekends.
Diana Dweller says,
Daniela's
say my-
granddad.
yeah.
And he was injured. Right, okay. Don't tell me things like that, Daniela. It's my job to tell you where he was and things. Good heavens. If I say he was in prison now, you've just rained on my parade, girl. I don't know. You've been on these long enough. You've been on these long enough to know better.
And we wouldn't have said gel, love. We would have said it in a nice way.
I would
Yeah.
have, yes. You weren't there when he passed, Deborah.
She's put whoops.
Yeah. You weren't there when he passed. Okay, well, he says it's fine, darling. He came to see you. He came to see you. All right. Deborah, would you understand why you're saying to me, you're running yourself ragged? You're running yourself ragged. All right, okay.
Daniela, what you like?
She's got some fun about her, this one, hasn't she?
She has, bless her.
I love Daniela. You would understand why he's saying you're running yourself ragged, sweetheart. It's like you're here, you're there, you're upstairs, you're downstairs, you're backwards and forwards, and he's just saying it's like you're happy because your mind's happy and active and things, but in another sense, it's like, oh, I'm shattered and I just want to put my feet in a bucket of water at the end of the day and relax. But there's far too much stuff to do at home, he's saying as well, sweetheart. He's also talking around the younger people around you, and there must be a bit, like Irene was saying, a bit of not fighting, but fratching and niggling and arguing. And he's saying it wears you down sometimes when they're just niggling at each other all the time, sweetheart, because he's just talking about this. All right. And right. He just wants me to go around the 23rd of a month as well. He's talking about the 23rd of a month must be significant around you, sweetheart. And he's talking about the month of August as well has been significant. I don't know whether that's birthdays or anniversaries or what this is. And you can take all that as well, Daniela. Right. Okay. Right. Yes, to the 23rd. Okay, Deborah. Right. He wants me to acknowledge a lady spirit side of life who must have had either a stroke condition or something in the head, but I do feel a bit of numbness down my face as well with this. So I'm going with a stroke. I'm going with a stroke condition. And she's coming through on a family vibration. All right. And all right, that's his wife. That's fine, sweetheart. Well, they're reunited in the world of spirit, sweetheart. I haven't really got much more other than I can see and smell honeysuckle. So honeysuckle must be really significant around and about, or the fragrance of honeysuckle must have some sort of meaning around you. And what else is there? I've got a collection of teaspoons. I've got a collection of teaspoons. I can see lots of teaspoons, but it's like they're stood up in a cabinet or something. So I've just got some teaspoons, sweetheart. I don't know where they fit or if they're significant, but I've just got these teaspoons. And it looks like quite a lot on a shelf. So either that or somebody like teaspoons up when they've been into a cafe or something. I know some people who do that, and it's very, very naughty. But there we are.
Don't look at me. I don't.
It's not you. It's not you.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
No. I do know somebody who collects teaspoons whichever cafes they go into, and it's very naughty. Very naughty. Anyway, we have lots of teaspoons because I drink lots of tea. Yes, right.
Nothing wrong with a cup of tea, is there, Tony?
No, I will leave the love of spirit with you, Deborah and Daniela. Take what you can out of it. It was obviously meant for both of you because, like I said, it was just a quick message. I did see somebody ask about spirit animals.
Can I just jump in on your link? Wait a minute. Can I just jump in your link? No,
It
because
was,
when you said Arthur and Peter, while I was saying I weren't coming on, I'd got, you know, the nursery rhyme, two little dicky birds sitting on a wall,
one
one
named
called
Peter,
Peter, one
one
called
one
Paul.
called Paul.
So whoever this, and I do believe it's probably Daniela or Deborah, it must come into them because they put the little bits of paper on my fingers like we used to do, and that's what they're singing. So I do know there's something, either the nursery rhyme or somebody who likes birds, because it's just making me laugh as it's coming along with this song. So I do know nursery rhymes do mean a lot. It might be when they were little or to the grandkids. And also, can I just say, I've just got to get to fetching me back. Just bear with me. And there would be nursery books within the family. I don't know if they've saved the nursery books for the children. So I do know there'll be nursery books somewhere in the family still for the kiddies, for grandkiddies. And I have got a nan. And so if it's Deborah or Daniel, I've got nan. So could somebody please recall if, say if they've got nan in spirit, because that's what I'm feeling as she comes in. I do know this nan at the moment is sending. I want with Daniela.
Yeah, Daniela.
I know Daniela's nan's in spirit. I've given her a message from her nan before. I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
And she can understand the two little dicky birds. Yeah? Right,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm trying to see it because I've got Nan. And
Daniela's partner.
And Nan's sending a lot of love and healing, sweetheart. So I do know at this moment in time that you are needing this love and you are needing this healing, which they're sending in. Your Nan's listening, Deborah, then as well. But the nursery rhyme does mean something, because it come in just before Tony was talking about Arthur and Peter. So Nan's coming in with this and she's sending this love, sweetheart. And I do know she's making reference to that somebody's talking about putting something in a memory park, memory park, or where they've got the memory plaque, that somebody's putting something on there, something new, or they've bought something new. And she's also showing me some garden lights. So I know garden lights means something, whether you're talking about them or you've already got them. Because I'm seeing the garden with the little lights in and everything. Okay. She's also made reference to, I don't know if you like the angels, the little ornaments, because she's talked about them as well, this lady. And also thank you, because I know they're talking about this. And they also mentioning, sweetheart, about these little ornaments, the angels. Okay. And I don't know, somebody's, all right, sweetheart. And can I just say that somebody's got a few worries about someone on the earth plane, and they're just saying things will be okay. You haven't got to worry about them, as things will get right. At the moment, they're just having up and downs and one thing and another, and they're saying that will be fine. So stop worrying. Right, thank you. Oh, that's lovely. But she's talking about this, sweetheart. Can I just say, Daniela, that you said you've got these angels and everything, darling. Have you got, I shouldn't ask questions, but they're making reference to a Buddha as well. So have you thought of getting a Buddha, or have you got a Buddha, sweetheart? Because they're making reference to this. All right. I've got to give you the sunflowers for the upliftment, because they're talking about this as well, sweetheart. And this, all right. And I don't know if it's a cup, what somebody's just broken, darling, or a glass, but they're making reference to a piece of cutlery what's been broken. You've just bought a Buddha, Deborah. Thank you. So I do know that something's been broken. They're making reference to this as well. So that should help. And I know we've got this lovely tree on our background with these little white flowers, but somebody can understand a tree. I don't know what it's called, but somebody can understand a tree like that, where they've got something in the garden, or they live where something like that is. Right, thank you. Okay, I know Tony's give you it the 24th, Tony, or the 23rd of August.
23rd.
Because I've got the 29th, and they also taking me to the month of October. So I do know that means something. They're also saying happy belated birthday. So I know somebody's had a birthday just gone because they're making reference to that. Okay, but before I do leave you, because I'm going to go, can I just say that somebody does some lovely tapestry or something like that? They're very creative with the hands. I don't know if it's that cross stitch or tapestry or something like that, because they're making references. Thank you.
Can't cut trees
Toast a
down.
tree down. Well, I wouldn't know what's a tree, love. You know what I'm like with my flowers. But this lady would have been very
Oh.
good. Thank you. I just know we've missed a birthday. All right, sweetheart, but very good with their hands where it comes, like I said, to tapestry and that. And there's also somebody who can draw. Thank you. Who's really good at drawing and painting and stuff like that, because they're fetching this in. And there would be a picture, I don't know if it's a landscape or of a person, what somebody would have in the home today, because they're fetching this in as well. Okay. All right. I don't know. The talk. This woman's just saying that somebody's got jeans with rips in. You know, like you buy these new jeans with rips in. And she's saying you shouldn't wear them. They should be mended. So I do know this lady wouldn't have things like that. They should be mended. And she's making reference to these. Bless her. So I will leave you with that. And I will say tonight, whoever can take what's what, that's brilliant. But she's here with you. And she's sending this healing around. Oh, do you know, I've just heard Maggie. Not Margaret, Maggie. So one of you must be able to understand Maggie as well, darling. Okay. Oh, I'm going to leave them. And Stephen. Then I'm going to say night night with these because they're going to be in. I said I weren't. And Stephen must mean something as well.
Yeah.
Okay, love. And I will say night to you both.
Irene, have you got a little bit?
The only thing that I've got was the reference to the teaspoons, and as soon as you said teaspoons, Tony, I got the Welsh love spoons. I've got a collection of Welsh love spoons, all the different sizes. There was a big one in the middle because they're on the rack, and there was a great big one in the middle, and then they went down in size either side. So somebody really likes the Welsh teaspoons, but that's all I've got.
I've been to the Welsh Love Spoon factory.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. Absolutely beautiful.
They're very, 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 very religious, though.
Maggie and Stephen, can I just confirm this? Maggie and Stephen are brother and sister.
Yeah.
So they can take the names.
I liked it. It was so clever how it was all done out of one piece of wood.
I like the smell of the wood when they're shaving the wood, and you get all the smells and that. And they'll do one to your design if you want them to as well, which is lovely. Yeah.
Is Megan on?
Yes, Megan's my granddaughter.
She asked a question.
Yeah, no, I know she's on, but can I just say that her nan, not you, Irene, so it'd be her great nan, what's around, all right?
Right.
Right, she's old enough to talk to, isn't she, Irene?
Yeah, she's 24, and Darshanaid is 6.
Well, I'm just checking because I don't know how old she is.
Yeah, she's 24, yeah.
I've got Nan Sweetheart, but it's not Nan Irene. That's how we split ours up. But she's around you, darling, and I know this lady would have been very outspoken. And I've got to say that you've got to open your mouth to someone, and she's just telling me that you've held it back, but now it's time to actually say it. You've got to say how you feel, sweetheart, and don't let them hold you back, because I do feel, and I don't know anything about you, sweetheart, but I do feel that there's somebody that's holding you back, and they don't want you to actually speak your mind. But it's come to a time where you're old enough to say what you've got to say, sweetheart. Just be careful how you say it, but you've got to say it. They're really good, and I do know that you're wanting to work with spirit, because I spoke to Nan on screen here, Nan Irene, and I do know that. But they're just saying one step at a time, sweetheart. You know, they will go with you, but at the moment, you've got other things on, you're only young and you're here, there and everywhere. You've got to talk to somebody so they will help you one step at a time, darling. Okay, you might get a little bit today, but you might not get nothing tomorrow. Don't panic. Don't think they've left you because they haven't. They're giving you bits what you can cope with at this moment in time. I've got to say, darling, okay. I don't know if you've got a partner, I don't know. But I do know that there's, I don't know if you've had a few words with someone about this. I'm not going into any details, but I don't know if you've had words with someone about this. But she's just said, I'll be really careful, but she's just said people have got to keep the nose out. And I said it, but I was careful because she didn't say it like that. So please understand what I'm telling you, sweetheart. I do want to give you the 2nd of a month as well. And I also want to take you to the month of April, darling. Okay. I don't know if you've bought some cards, but she said, don't let nobody influence you in what cards you want. You get what cards you want, all right? Because you're a bit muddled up, darling, on what you want to do and where you want to go, all right? It's just as if you've hit a brick wall, sweetheart, and that brick wall, you're just wondering, do I go over it? Do I not go through it? Do I go around it? All right? And you've just got to go with how you feel. All right, sweetheart. They are sending love and healing around you as well, because I do know at this moment that you are needing that love and that healing, more like emotional and physical. Okay. I don't know if you're wanting to take some higher education. Go for it. Really go for it, because you can you can prove people wrong. You've got more than what people think you have. I'm trying to be careful, Irene, because I know it's your daughter.
All right. Granddaughter, but yeah, it's all right.
Can you understand the rest of the message? I didn't say.
I know where that is, Meg. I know where that is.
Oh, can you understand the other Megan, please? Because I need to know you can understand it, darling.
Yeah.
Right. Well, can I just say, please don't let nobody hold you back, darling. You have got a brain. You can achieve it. Please go for it. As soon as everything settles down, go for it, darling. And as long as you can understand, darling, because your nan don't talk to me about anything. So everything's coming from this other nan in spirit. All right. I know we've got our Michael, darling, but can you understand a Michael? Because she's just talked about a Michael. I don't know if they're on the earth plane or in spirit, or you might even come across somebody in uni. I don't know, but they've just mentioned Michael, darling. Okay. And I don't know if you've talked about learning to drive or if you do drive, but there's something to do with cars or learning to drive. But do you know, I'm sorry, but they've just said I'll keep off road, but they're not here, they're in spirit anyway. All right, but they're just having a laugh, darling, with you. They are having a laugh. They are so much with you, this lady. And if you took after this lady, you wouldn't have a problem with your mouth, because this lady's quite vocal. And I don't know if it's your mum, Irene, but very vocal. Says things as
Sounds
it is.
like it. Sounds like
straight to point. All right.
Yeah.
And can I just
she always was with Megan and Jake. Always.
You've got to watch, darling. Wanting to. No wonder they said if they were, they'd keep off road. That's a joke. And I've got to give you a watch, darling. I've got to give you a watch. I don't know if it's a new one or if it's stopped, but I've got to give you a watch. And she's just said to me, bless her, dress sensible, won't you? Dress sensible. All right. You've got to watch. That's right. But this lady, I am leaving, and she says, dress sensible. So I don't know how you dress, but she wants you to dress sensible, because I've never met you, darling, but dress sensible. Okay. And I'm going to leave this love with you and say thank you, Megan. It's been nice talking to you.
Nice.
Bye, darling.
Lovely. It was Megan that asked the question about spirit animals,
you can do it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
And because our daughter keeps talking about she's got a lizard for hers. Yeah. I don't mind lizards. I used to have an iguana when I lived up north. So yeah, a lizard would be nice. I don't really know what my spirit animal is. I've never
I don't.
really felt
Never
drawn to an
asked.
animal, except my
Never
dogs.
asked.
My dogs. So no, I really don't know. I don't know, Megan.
Megan, I'll just say, I've just noticed on here that you're wanting to learn, but what do you want to learn, love? Spiritualism or
Driving.
to read cards?
Driving.
Driving.
Or driving.
Yeah.
Driving.
Yeah.
As for dressing sensible, she has a torn jeans, a good jeans, a working jeans, and a scruffy jeans.
No skirts.
Oh no. I haven't. The last time I saw my granddaughter wear a skirt was when she had her prom.
Oh, I wish
And
they had
she
them
looked
now.
beautiful that night. But she's saying they're driving. Oh, dearie me, Meg.
She's put, she hadn't, she's put, I wished I had a mouth.
A
You
mouth.
have, sweetheart, just learn how to use it and use it sensibly.
I know I'm spot on, darling. I know you. I helped bring you up, remember?
Crystal, I'm from County Durham originally. A place called Mertonsea in Marber. So that's where I'm from originally. And like I say, spirit animals, I really don't know. But I should ask really, because I've never thought about it.
I'll look it up for you, Meg. I've got a couple of books on spirit animals, and I'll look it up for you, and then you can let Sinead know.
Not really, Deborah. I'm not really familiar with the name Simon. Don't know many Simons.
Can I just, Joanne's just put, can you pass a message on to the spirit world? Yes, you can. You don't need a medium to do that, darling. You've only got to speak up to them.
Yeah.
You don't have to speak out loud. You can speak, just do it in your mind, in your head, but they will hear your message. You don't need a medium or anybody else to do that for you. You can do that yourself.
Oh, that's an interesting one. How can you see spirits when they tell you they're there?
Not everybody can.
Not everybody can see spirit.
No.
If they say they're there and they want you to see them, Paul, if they tell you that they're there and they want you to see them, then they will show themselves. Let me put it that way. But not everybody can. I suppose I'm fortunate, just like most other mediums out there, can see spirit. Well, that's because they want me to see them. If they don't want me to see them, they won't come forward. They'll stand in shadows, as we like, or they'll just come in and let you feel them. But if they want you to see them, they will let you. But the only thing is they use a hell of a lot of energy. When a spirit wants you to see them, they're using your energy and you're using their energy. So it can be a bit tiring. But yes, if they want you to see them, you will see them. But if they're not ready for that, you'll just feel them, or they'll be in the background. And that's all that's the only way I can answer it for you, darling. But you're using their energy and using yours.
Yeah.
I hope that's answered your question, Paul, though.
Well, it says that Lynn tells me she's there, but I can't see her.
Because the thing is, Paul, it's because it takes so much of her energy and so much of yours. But even if she's there, love, and saying that she's there, it'll be really difficult for you, darling. She's there, yes, but she's not there in visitation. I've got to say it that way. Just because she's there, she's making you reference that she's around you. And she'll always be around you, but she's just making reference to that, darling. All right, so don't be disheartened. You will see her one day, I hope, but not just yet.
I hope so for you. That's interesting, Crystal. They can tell you things that could happen if things stay the same, but I've never really been. I don't know many people that actually predict, and I mean some people do, but
some do.
Yeah, and yes, they can change because we've all got free will. They can give you options and say if things don't change, then this could happen or this could happen. But here on Earth, we have free will, and nothing's ever set in stone. nothing ever is set in stone, and you can change things at the drop of a hat. Even something as silly as, what you're going to have for your tea, you can change right to the point where you put it on the plate for me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what's in my head and the ingredients that I've got, when I chuck them in the pan, they come out completely different to what I thought they were going to come out. Yeah.
And Lisa Fallon, your mum and dad tell you off, darling, because you're not listening. So that's why I have to tell you off, because they tell me to tell you off. Because you don't listen.
Oops.
How do they know things? Oh, that's what you've just done.
Yeah.
I smell her. Yeah, smelling. A lot smell. That's how
I
we
get
know.
scents sometimes.
Yeah, you can smell them when they're around you. You can feel them.
When you get different colour orbs, what does it mean? Sometimes I see blue, and other times they are white, just a flash or in the corner of your eye. Colours are very significant to you.
Colours.
Each individual, like I get green energy when they want me to give physical healing. Jean gets a different colour, Irene gets a different colour. It's what that colour talks to you, how that colour talks to you, makes you feel. Really is my answer. What do you think, Irene?
Well, funny enough, Ed drew me to it last night. I had a couple of orbs in my house last night, and they came under the television and went round the television. There was only small ones, and they were different colours. And one was a white one, and I don't very often get white, but one was a white one, and the other one was like a pale lilac, which, as you know, is the colour of my healing flowers, which is purple irises. I always think that colours are very, very significant in what we do. And as Tony quite rightly said, Meg, I know when you was younger, you had a lot of blue and a lot of white because it was your favourite colour. So, and sometimes it also comes from your aura as well. But when sometimes you might even see just a little dot of colour, and it's just the fact that you know that spirit is with you. It could be your grandma, your granddad, it could be a Nana Rita, it could be, or even your friend, your young friend that passed away. They're just coming to make sure that you're okay, sweetheart, and let you know they're around you. That's all. Don't be frightened of them.
I hope that's answered. I hope that's answered Susanna's as well, because she's put sometimes when I close my eyes I see royal blue. Again, what does that mean? Anything? It's the colour to you once again. I got told once that colours tend to mean a lot of bright colours can be baby spirits, toddler children's spirit, but I think basically spirit is what you are. I love purple, and I do, it's my healing, so that's what I see.
Can they give you bad? They said keys to my partner before I got a section 21. Go on.
I'm just going to read it again.
I don't understand that one at all.
Can they give you bad news, basically?
Oh, yeah, right.
They won't give you bad news.
Bad
They
news.
wouldn't give you bad news like that, no. And whoever says they would, I don't believe it personally.
No.
And that's, as an individual person, I don't believe that your loved ones, your friends would give you bad news.
No. But that goes back to the question from earlier that you had, Tony. We always say when we're doing these services and somebody asks about something in the picture, we're not doctors, we're not nurses, we're not lawyers, and we do not predict. And we don't predict for a reason. And the reason is that we do not know. And predicting to me, it's a dangerous way of doing things. You can advise, but I will only go so far in the future before, and I'll say, well, maybe before the end of the year, maybe this, but because it's an awkward situation as mediums to be in, because, excuse me, several mediums that we know collectively and separately have done a little bit of a prediction, let's say, and they've ended up in court. So this is one of the reasons why we have strict rules. Us three anyway, I can't speak for any other mediums, but us three, we have strict rules, and that's why we don't predict.
No.
Can I just answer my sisters? Can
Yeah.
I just answer my sister's
I saw that.
comment? Sheila, Tom Cruise will never come, darling. You'll never meet Tom Cruise.
And if he does, he's coming this way.
Send him this way.
Yeah.
He did come to Lincoln, and he rode in his Rolls Royce from the hotel to the cathedral, which is about 5 yards.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
There was one there that Pam Duffy's.
Yeah, I've just got
Do
it. Yeah.
you all see spirit with people when you're out shopping today? Yes,
You shut
I
down.
do. I do
don't.
very often.
when I shut
I
down,
won't.
I'm
I
shut.
won't allow them in when I'm out shopping.
No,
I've got to be
I
honest.
No,
Well,
I
I don't
don't
go shopping,
allow-
but they're not allowed in.
It depends on where I am. The one of the places that I go regular where even though I'm shut down, I do see them is York, because it's one of those places it's very haunted. But I have seen them even though I have been shut down, but they don't show themselves to me very often. So if that's happening, Pam, try putting some extra protection around you, sweetheart, because you don't want them getting attached to you.
Good night,
Do
Sheila.
you?
No, Sheila, I love you too,
I do.
darling.
I do.
Night, Sheila.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But no,
Show
I
no
don't. If I'm like when I'm at the caravan and I'm walking about and I'm really relaxed, sometimes I can see something.
Yeah,
But it's because I'm relaxed and I'm more in that space. But
but I can't
Yeah.
say if I were in
generally,
a
once I've said,
supermarket-
when I'm
I don't
walking
go in
around
a
the supermarket, no.
but then no, because I wouldn't let them. I wouldn't let them come in. You're all right tapping somebody on the shoulder in a supermarket and saying, "Oi, I've got so and so, Joe Blogs or whatever." They'll think we're bonkers, wouldn't they?
Gail Brown, do you know what this means, please?
What's that?
I can't see anything.
What, darling? I can't see.
Gail Brown, she's just put, do you know what this means, please?
But what?
And I don't know. Just that's
Right.
all it says. Do you know what this means? But
Crystal
Shauna,
White. Oh, sorry. Go on.
my sister that passed, I seen her car the other day that
She had. Do you
She
think
had.
that's a sign for me, please?
it could
You
be,
might
but it
see
could just be that
anything. Yeah,
somebody
just a coincidence.
nearby bought the car. I
Yeah,
don't know, sweetheart.
I wouldn't like to say, to be honest.
Is it
Because
true
it could
that
be a
people
coincidence.
Can see their.
I've never heard of that.
No.
To
Is
be
it true
honest.
that people can see their death?
Nobody
Yeah,
nobody would show you your own death. No,
And
no
then she's
spirit
put
would show
underneath.
you.
I mean, see your spirit die.
Oh,
Right. I was in hospital. I'll just give you a story. When I was in hospital, not this time, yet last year, I did actually see a body, a soul, energy leave the lady. I told you, Tony, didn't I?
you did.
And
yeah.
the family were around, they were crying and everything. And I just wanted to go and console them and say to them, look, she will be fine. The ambulance had just come to take this lady to hospice and she didn't get there. But I've got to say, that's the only time I've seen something as open as that. Normally, I've just seen the people come to take them to spirit when I've been there, like my own family, but not a stranger. And if you're on about then the other side at the funeral, a lot of the people who's passed do watch their own funeral.
They do.
If you want to look at it that way,
Yeah.
the pendulum
Joanna.
can be wrong at times.
They can.
Can I answer that one, please?
Yes.
Go on.
Joanne, if you're using a pendulum is like any other tool. You have to learn how to use it properly. It's not just a case of backwards and forwards. I actually work with pendulums, as does Tony's husband, Michael. We both have pendulum boards, but I also work with crystals. If you're working with a pendulum, please learn how to do it properly, because you can open a pendulum, but you have to close it down properly and you have to close your board down properly. So, yes, as Jean says, I agree, they can be wrong sometimes, but it depends on what context you're asking a question. You can't say things like, could I do this or will I do that? It's got to be a direct question. So if you're going to, I don't know if you work with pendulums, sweetheart, but
She's
if you're
just
going to
started
work
out.
with, if you're going to work with pendulums, then please do a course, learn how to do it properly. Okay.
She
'Cause
hasn't
I've
got a
just done the
board or
course.
she hasn't got a board or anything, Irene. She just
Yeah. Well,
like dowsers.
I had a board made for me, as you know, because you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen Michael's, yeah.
And I've also, Ricky Chuck's made me a board as well where I can put crystals on to work. It's a pendulum board, but he's made it, and it's one where I can put crystals on because I'm learning how to do crystal energy with pendulums for healing and for other things as well. So, but it's a learning curve, Joanne. Spirit Walker Crystals, they do a pendulum course. And Dana is very accommodating and very good. Look it up on the internet. Okay.
Do you know, somebody's answered
Gail
that, but have you read the
Brown's.
one what? Yeah, and then Paul,
Let me
read
just-
that and then just read Paul's.
Hang on, I've
Gail
lost
Brown's,
stuff.
I saw a nurse on our CTV, both a friend and her, and no one in the family is. It could have been somebody just passing through, sweetheart.
Yeah, doesn't have to be a
Walking through your
nurse, what you
garden.
know.
No, you don't have
Having
to
a
know them.
stroll, just
Yeah.
having a stroll. Can you read Paul's? A few weeks ago, we were talking
We're
about
talking about
trans.
trans. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we were.
now, as somebody's emailed him, and Nate invited me
They
to join.
shouldn't. Nobody should message you once when you've been on my service. If they do, I'm not very happy about it because it's touting for business on the back of another medium, and for me that's out of order.
Don't work like that.
Yeah.
And Paul, to be honest, if you was looking for trans, then you should be looking, darling, and looking within the church or that, because there's people out there. I'm not saying that I know some really fantastic mediums, but you need really, I wouldn't be doing trans over a feed like this anyway.
No.
Me personally, I wouldn't.
I know there are a couple of people that they've not advertised on our feed, but I know there are a couple of genuine, proper trans mediums, like Jean says, that are offering trans courses. But just check them out, Paul, and make sure they're right for you, because trans is very, very deep.
It is, and it's not good.
Karen's just replied, same as what we've just said. Trans should be done in person only, Paul.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Not on the internet.
No.
Yeah, Crystal, some spirits just don't want to come forward. My nana, my mum's never been back to my mum. And my mum's been to see mediums and been to our open circles. And everybody else comes through, but my nana just doesn't want to come. I've seen my nana. My nana's come to me a couple of times, but not like that.
Not everybody wants to come, do they?
No.
For some reason.
That's why we always say, send your love out. And when people say, can I talk to my granddad? Can I talk? And we said, we can't lasso them. We can't drag them. It's just one of those things.
Paul's put, I'm not into trance. It's scary. It's not if you know how to do it. Yeah, but if you get the right teacher and you know what you're doing, then it's really good. Yeah. But
Jonah's
I'm not into trance,
Paul. I would love to have a go, but I need to find the right person.
Sharon doesn't teach, but she'd be brilliant. But she doesn't teach it.
If you were thinking about your sister when you saw that, sweetheart, then it was probably a sign from them saying we were okay.
Still here. Yeah.
Shona, if you've never seen trance done before, if you get the right trance medium, it is fantastic.
Well, I'm going to. I wouldn't recommend anybody, but if you see Sharon Fenton, she does trance on here, and she's the best trance medium I've seen in years.
Yeah.
So watch for her when the church is open properly, because she doesn't do it. It's usually closed.
Michael's only seen two. One was very good, and one was too meerkat for words.
Well, I know what he's on about.
Yeah,
I know who he was on about.
But if you get a good trance medium, as we all agree, it's absolutely fantastic and fascinating to watch. Personally, I wouldn't do it because it's not my thing. But for those who can, respect to them when they're good.
Sharon
Scots.
Fenton, I tell you, you can't. Sharon Fenton's spot on, but there's a couple
Yeah.
what come on. If you look, I forgot one name, but there's a couple what actually come on screen. If you look,
Yeah, there's been a few advertised.
Scott.
Uh,
I sense
That's
spirits
what I'm just
sometimes,
looking.
but there is a mental block most of the time. How do I overcome that? Find a church. Find a church or a centre or somewhere
A good
where
medium, what can
they're
help you
doing,
through it.
where they've got a good medium who's running a development and awareness course, and yeah, it'll be that's the best way to learn. Or you could do what I did and walk into a church, and some mad woman will come running up to you and tell you all sorts of stuff that scares the bejesus out of you, and then you're too scared to turn her down when she says, "I'll teach you."
Yeah, but look where I've got you, darling. Just look where you've become.
Yeah, look where I am now. Yeah.
A top
Yeah.
medium, a reverend. If you'd not
Madam
met me,
Teacups is good. Madam
I know that
Teacups
is.
Crystal
is good.
says avoid the meerkat.
Yeah, please
Good
avoid the
advice,
meerkat.
Crystal. Good
you wouldn't
advice,
be ill,
Crystal.
would you? You've made a really good friend out of this.
I have made lots of very good friends, 2 on screen with
Yeah.
me now, and lots of others.
Yeah,
Joanne Cesar is quite good as well.
she's good.
I've seen,
Yeah.
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 And Joanne,
Yeah.
if you see Joanne though, and she's doing her teacup readings, she's bang on. She did a demonstration for us at our open circle, and it was wonderful. She was really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yes, Joanne's a very nice person as well.
Yeah. And very direct. Do you remember
yeah.
when we did that
That
scout
service.
do? And she was on the table in front of me, and I mean, it was chaos. It was chaos. He said the bar's open, and he had tables in the middle of the room, Irene, and stalls all round. And he
Wasn't
said,
nice.
if you're not having a reading, go and have a look round the stalls, or if you've had your reading, go and have a look round the stalls.
Or if you want Reiki, go over there. They're doing Reiki.
Go over there if you want
Yeah.
Reiki while the medium's working. So all the time we were trying to get messages, people were up and down from the tables, and we just all heard this God Almighty clatter like on
Yeah.
the table. And we were
And
like,
it was
"Bloody hell,"
Joanne.
the whole room went quiet.
Joanne.
Joanne was giving a lady opposite her
Yeah.
a reading from this teacup, and they were shouting across from each other, "Hazel, did you want gin in your tonic, or was it Coke? And I'll have a Malibu and lemonade." And she
I can
banged this
imagine.
teacup on the table and said, "For God's sake, I'm trying to give this lady a message." And it
But
was
she
like,
stopped it all. Yeah, but she stopped it, didn't she, Tony?
it was 100% quiet after that. Oh, it
Yeah.
was awful. That's why I'm
If-
not a fan of pie and
No.
pea suppers and
If
things. It's not
you
my
live
bag.
closer to me, Scott, Duck, I would easily take you on in development what we run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really would. If you live
Yeah.
closer, Duck.
Crystal.
Because-
I asked about Sorry, Jean. I thought you finished.
No, I'm just reading it. Go on.
Crystal asked,
Yeah.
I asked about spiritual church before, and you sent me one. Haven't been yet. Are they all legit? That's one of those
It's-
$100 questions. Yes, they
Yeah.
can be, but there's
Yeah.
like everything else. There's ones that are really brilliant, ones that are good, and ones that are not so good. I'm being very
Yeah.
discreet here
It-
because you do know where I'm talking about.
It depends who's running them. We know of a church
Yes.
that was top flight. It was really good. It was packed.
Yeah.
Every
Yep.
service was packed, and then there was a committee change, and well, let's just say not so much.
It went downhill.
anymore.
It went downhill.
Yeah.
Whereabouts do you live, Crystal? Just roughly. No, I don't want your address. Just roughly, whereabouts do you live?
Which area?
You're from Hull, from the Hull area, right? Well, there's 2 or 3 in Hull, isn't
John's-
there, Tony?
John Street in Hull is really good. They're not at John Street at the minute. They've had to hire a hall to get the social distancing in, to get the congregation in. But they are really good. A lovely church. I've served them a few times. I'm back there in June,
I've served
middle
them.
of
They're
June,
nice.
middle of June, I
Yeah,
think I am.
yeah,
They're
lovely.
and they're really good. Lovely people, lovely congregation,
Friendly.
and a lovely energy. So, yeah, they're lovely.
Karen, where are you from? Where's Karen
Karen
from?
Moulton.
While we're waiting for Karen, Claire Bradwell, is development better done in private or in a group session? Jean, this is one for you. Oh, sorry,
Well,
and you.
Either, but I think
it
it's
depends
nice.
on what you want.
It's you, yeah. A group's nice because you're learning with others and you can work with others and you can swap around. So you've got that. If you want just ones-to-ones, these people what do one-to-ones. But me personally, as I teach it, I do like groups because you're working with different people in that group. You don't know them. We always say you don't tell them your life story before we start. Say hello, have a cup of tea. Don't talk about your life because you're going to give different messages to everyone in that group.
Yeah.
And we do, Irene's been, we do a 12-week course, and some we took on rostrum with us, some we've not been able to because they're not ready, but it's what you want out of that development. We don't push anybody, but these people do one-to-ones.
I've been asked about doing a really small Zoom course.
Norfolk.
Just for beginners. So, don't be daft, Crystal.
Norfolk, right. Norfolk, where about, depending where you are in Norfolk, Karen, there's Littleport, which is not far from Ely. There's also a place in Wisbech. I know that's in Cambridgeshire. I know that there's at least one in Kings Lynn. And there's also one down Cambridge Way, I believe. But there's definitely Littleport. That's because that's down that way. And definitely
Karen knows
Wisbech.
Littleport. Karen knows Littleport.
So, and I'm sure if you got in touch with the lovely Reverend, who is it at Littleport? Nick Reverend
Brown.
Nick. Get in touch with Nick Brown, Karen, and I'm sure that he would point you in the right direction, sweetheart.
Oh, I love Thundersley.
Hi, Kelly.
Thundersley. Love Thundersley Christian Spiritualist Church. Lovely people. Northumberland. I don't know off the top of my head, but let me find out. Littleport is 65 miles away.
Yes, she's just put the still too far away for her, bless her.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we have come to time.
Can I just say that Northumberland, I believe, I'm not sure, Tony, but I believe that one is either started early last year, 2019, then we had to close. I believe they've just opened one in Blythe or are, on the coast, Blythe, Northumberland. Yeah. I think, I'm not sure. And of course, you've got your little one in Cramlington, but that's Durham, isn't it?
Cramlington's, yeah, it's up
it's
that
Durham
way,
isn't it? Yeah.
Seems a little bit too far down.
Yeah.
But if you put it into Google,
they should find one. Surely,
it should find them for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really. That's where she is, Blythe. Vicky's in Blythe.
I'd like
so
to you could find one, sweetheart. I do.
And I know that this one and several at Stockton, but that might be too far to you to go. Stockton
there's a couple in Darlington.
Yeah.
But Cramlington, I've just had the president of Cramlington Church message me actually today, so I'm going to have to message him. He's ringing me on Sunday, I think. But yes, thank you everybody for your time. It's been a lovely evening again. We did get a couple of messages in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hartlepool. Our son used to live in Hartlepool.
Yeah, I thought he did.
He now lives in Merton, County Durham, with my mum and dad.
Well, if you really want a long trip, I know there's a couple at Whitby.
On
the other side.
If you fancy a day out, fish and chips.
Yeah. Eddie Peace is in that area. It's near the Broads, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, Vicky's going to try Cramlington.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Great evening. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been
It's lovely.
wonderful. We will have our divine service on Sunday. Then we won't be doing... Oh, we will do Monday this week, because last week it was just because we skipped Sunday. So, yeah.
And then yesterday we had a problem. Monday we had yesterday afternoon couldn't get on because of StreamYard.
Yeah, Facebook and StreamYard had fallen out, and they'd thrown the handbags at each other, and it was all just very silly. Yeah, I got what's his name on the phone and said, "Oh, Facebook dude, get this sorted now."
Did you put your foot down with a firm hand, Tony?
I did. Yes,
Good
I threatened him all sorts. But yes,
He
it's been a
thought you were
lovely
Clint
evening.
Eastwood then, didn't he? Now.
Then I don't know who the mediums are at Littleport or Bridlington this week, but if you look on their Facebook pages, they'll be there. And then we shall be back Friday.
Okay.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and all raring to go. So, yeah. Would you like to close us in prayer, darling?
I will, sweetheart. Yes, I will.
Thank you very much.
Right. You're welcome. Can we close? Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for a wonderful evening. Thank you to our lovely congregation for all the messages and all the questions. And thank you for your time as well. Could I please close the veil between the two worlds? Until the next time we meet again, could I send healing out all around the world? Could I ask for food for the hungry and shelter for the homeless? And also a prayer for our animal kingdom and our wonderful Mother Earth. And until we meet again, could I please ask for a guardian angel to be with everybody? Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everybody.
Night,
Good
everyone.
night. God
It's been
bless
lovely
you, and
lovely
we'll
with
see
you
you
again.
soon.
Night.
Good night, darlings.
Absolutely
God
wonderful.
bless.
Thank you.